Oaks are preparing for their upcoming school referendum vote. The plan would help repair, replace, and restore some critical infrastructure in the 100-year-old high school. Valley News Team's Anna Ballweber headed to Oaks today to see how the community is feeling.
In just 7 days, the future of the Oaks Public School District may or may not change. With the $14.8 million Our School, Our Future plan just within reach, school board members are giving one final push.
Vote and make your voice heard. Whichever way you are on this project, make your voice heard.
For the past year, district leaders have been working towards a plan to fix critical needs inside the 100-year-old Oaks High School building. After a century, the school faces deteriorating HVAC systems, broken windows, leaky pipes, and an extremely outdated kitchen. School board members worked hard in conjunction with the community to develop a plan of action.
I feel like we've done everything that we can as a board to make the public aware, to invite the public's participation in this entire process.
And it's the residents of Oaks who will have the final say. On March 14th, they'll hit the booths. If approved, the city will see a property tax increase. Those on the board say it's worth it.
When we were in school, somebody took care of our school for us. And I think we need to do that same for the kids that are there now.
But as the vote inches closer, community members are raising concerns. They're questioning the cost, wondering if the quoted amount is the most beneficial option.
Based on the true and assessed value of the school district, comes out to about $23.8 million over the course of 20 years. So that's real money leaving our community.
They're hesitant, wondering if this might become a problem again.
We have a 70-year-old elementary school building right next door that in 5, 10, 15 years down the road, are we going to be facing some of these same issues?
Despite the questions and concerns, they all agree on one thing. The school needs help.
We're concerned citizens. We're not opposed citizens. We understand the importance of the school in our community.
Lifelong community members can tell you the same thing. Becky and Michael Kelly, both Oaks High School graduates, say having a safe and secure learning environment goes beyond the classroom.
It's not only a learning place, it's a social place. And those are both huge aspects into your life down the road.
Just as a whole, the school is the backbone to a whole town.
In Oaks, North Dakota, Anna Ballweber, Valley News Live.
Again, the vote is next Thursday, March 14th. You can vote either in person or by absentee ballot by mail.